Hi, I'm Cory.
And I'm Wallace.
And we're an early retired couple that are traveling the world. Today we're in Kuala Lumpur and we're heading to Hong Kong.
Yeah, we've been here in Kuala Lumpur for 45 days now, and we're taking a little side trip to go to Hong Kong, mostly to visit my family. So we're just going to be there for 5 days. What do you think?
It was an early start this morning. We got up at 3:30.
Yeah.
And we're not expert packers, so packing was a little bit more of a challenge than we expected.
Apparently after 45 days here, I've forgotten how to pack my suitcase. So yeah, that was entertaining this morning. But you know, we have enjoyed our time here in KL. It's been a lot of fun. We're not done in Malaysia. After 5 days in Hong Kong, we're going to be coming back and we're going to be going up to Penang and then over to Sabah. So keep an eye out for those videos coming up because that's going to be really cool. This is the lounge we're going to today, the Travel Club Lounge, just because it is one of the ones that we can access with our priority pass. So this is the seating area here at the Travel Club Lounge. And there's the bar there. More seating and tables in here. And the bathrooms are that way, but those are currently under repairs or renovations, so those aren't available. But check this out. There's a golf simulator in here, which, too bad I don't have a little more time today, because that'd be pretty cool. More seating in there. And let's see what they have for food. Cereal, cheese, little finger sandwiches. There's a coffee station there. Salad bar. Fruit and some desserts and baked goods. Bread and toaster. Some drinks. And let's see, we've got congee, scrambled eggs. That looks like some sort of curry, hash browns, breakfast sausages, chicken rendang, and nasi lemak, and some noodles. Doesn't look too bad. A word of warning, if you're coming to Kuala Lumpur Airport, it's a pretty big airport. After we left our check-in gate, we had to go through a security checkpoint, down a set of escalators, through customs, and after customs we then had to go through another security checkpoint where they x-rayed our bags, but just our bags, not us or anything else. And then, because we're flying out of the sea gates here at Terminal 1, we also had to go down a couple of levels and get on a bus, which took us to the correct part of the terminal. So something to be aware of if you're flying out of Terminal 1, know which gate you're at, because it might be a ways to get there.
Yeah. Yeah, it actually took us a few minutes to figure out, so hot tip. Always find your gate before you go to any lounge.
Yeah, so we always go find our gate, make sure we know where we're supposed to be when it's boarding time, and I'm glad we do that because we would have had no idea today that it would have taken some extra time to get to the gate, and that would have been stressful if we were sitting in the lounge right up until the last minute in the other part of Terminal 1. And just to clarify, because we haven't said it yet, we are currently sitting in the Travel Club Lounge here at the Sea Gates in Terminal 1. I wouldn't recommend the food. I've already tried some and it was pretty much lukewarm to cold, which for hot dishes, that's never a good sign. So not the best lounge I've ever been at, but this is what we had access to here at this terminal.
So since we're in Kuala Lumpur for 45 days, what are your thoughts?
I enjoyed being here. It was definitely a little longer than we stayed anywhere on any of our travels so far. So we did a full 45 days here. It's nice to be able to slow things down and relax and kind of get to know the neighborhood that we were staying. I've definitely come back. I liked it here.
One of the biggest benefits of staying so long is it felt like we lived here. So things just became ordinary for us. Go to the grocery store, stuff like that. It didn't take any mental power once you got to know the place. So that was nice. Overall, it's a city. cities are not my favorite. There's some really good benefits to being in a city. Gluten-free was actually less of a challenge here than I thought. We did cook a lot for ourselves. I think we ate out on average, twice a week, maybe?
More than that, but...
Well, you ate more. You ate out more than I did. But yeah, overall, I didn't get sick. It's always a big win. And at the end of closer to the end of the trip, our favorite restaurant became Orchid, mainly because it was like super close and they could handle gluten-free. So that was easiest for us.
Not at all traditional Malaysian food because it was an Arabic, Middle Eastern restaurant, but it was convenient. So we ended up going there a fair bit.
There was a little bit of nature to be found in Kuala Lumpur. We found Eco Park, Taman Tugu, and then the botanical gardens. I'm sure there was a little bit more, but they're not super easy to get to or super close. So we didn't go as often as we were expecting.
Yeah, luckily Grab rides are pretty cheap, compared to what taxi prices in North America are. So it is very affordable to get around the city, even if you don't have your own car or motorbike.
A couple things to note with Grab: seatbelts, kind of hit or miss. Whether we wore them as often as we could. Sometimes they just tuck them in behind the seat and they just were not even an option. And sometimes they take forever to get to you due to traffic. I think the longest wait we had was like 20 minutes.
Yeah, we waited 15-20 minutes sometimes for a car to show up. Didn't expect that. Grab usually is supposed to be pretty quick, but we had a lot of times where there are just, I guess, not enough drivers around or whatever, but they would take quite a while to get to you. So be aware of that.
I think that wraps up like our thoughts on Kuala Lumpur. I think I would recommend it.
Yeah, like I said, I would definitely come back, and we will actually be coming back. We're not done in Malaysia yet, but we're just doing this little side trip to Hong Kong first, and then we'll be back. One thing I forgot to mention, just like Singapore, here at the Kuala Lumpur airport, the actual security screening is done at each individual gate. So make sure you leave yourself enough time to do that when you go to board, because you don't want to cut it too close, because you'll have to have time to actually go through, the whole security screening, x-ray your bags, and go through the body scanner and all that stuff here. So just something to be aware of, because that's not normal for most airports. All right.
It's a bit of a cluster just getting on board.
Yeah, surprisingly inefficient, but whatever. We're about to board our flight and head to Hong Kong.
So to note, there's no bathrooms once you get past the gate, once you're in the boarding terminal, and there's nowhere to fill your bottle of water.
Yeah, so that is the one downside to these situations where you have your security screening right at the gate. It's a little different. Yeah. I don't know that I like it necessarily, but
not much choice.
Nope.
And if you're wondering why we're wearing jackets, it's because we're heading to Hong Kong and it's 20 degrees. That's going to be very cool.
Yeah, we've gotten used to 32 degrees every day, and it's going to be chilly over there. So yeah, we'll see you on the plane.
So they do feed us on this plate, and I ended up going with the vegetarian Hindu meal, so I'll show you what it's all about and we'll see if I can even eat it, because that's always a wild card. I'm not sure what that is. I'm not sure I can eat that. But there is yogurt, water, obviously the bread I can't have, fruit. I'm not brave enough. I'm going to get Wallace to taste it first.
I have absolutely no idea what that is. It looked like mashed potato, but it's not.
So that's a pass for me. I'll eat the fruit and I'll have the yogurt, and then I'm not too hungry, so it's not really a big deal. It's only a 4-hour flight.
So my options today for breakfast were either eggs with sausages, and I'll never do eggs on the because that's always disgusting. So I've gone with option number 2, which is steamed rice rolls with, I believe, fish balls. Not really a breakfasty kind of thing, but better than a disgusting egg omelet on a plane. So give this a try. Not great, but we're on a plane in economy class, so it's about what I expect.
What else was?
Same. And same as what Cory got, yogurt and fruits.
So how was the food?
Pretty mediocre, but the fruit's good at least.
We made it to Hong Kong.
We just need to go through immigration and get our bags and figure out how we're getting to the hotel. So we'll do that and catch up with you guys in a little bit.
Getting out of security, super easy, uneventful. And then we went to go get the octopus card. We already had Hong Kong dollars, so it was...
Yeah, so that was really easy. Each card is 200 Hong Kong dollars. 50 of that is a deposit, and then it's preloaded with 150 Hong Kong dollars of value. And you use the octopus card as a stored value payment card, and you can tap it on and off at all the subways, train stations, buses, even a lot of convenience stores, 7-Elevens, even small restaurants will take it as payment, so it's really convenient. And if you have an iPhone, you can download the tourist octopus card app, but we use Samsung, so we couldn't do that, so we had to actually buy the physical card. When you're leaving Hong Kong, you go to any train station and you can return it to get your deposit back, as well as any stored value back as well.
And we found the train. It was super easy. It was just like a big sign saying to the city. And we got on. We're like, where do we tap? So we're 90% sure that you just tap when you get off, and it kind of just deducts it from there, because that's what everybody else is telling us to do. And when we asked the lady at the counter, she said just get on. So that's what we did.
Yep. So we'll figure that one out when it's time to get off. We've got 3 different trains to get to our hotel, and then yeah, that's gonna be...
Yeah, and this train is really quiet and really clean, so...
Yeah, no, here, I'm just gonna pan this around.
And we're off to a good start in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
This is the second time I've been here, but Wallace was actually born in Hong Kong. So you've been here multiple times.
Yeah, so I was born here a long time ago, many years ago. My family left for Canada when I was 2 years old, give or take. So I've been back a number of times, but the most recent trip back was a short visit 14 years ago with Cory and both our families in 2010. Right after we did the World Expo in Shanghai. So yeah, it's been a long time since we've been here, and kind of excited to see how it's changed, and also to visit with some family as well while we're here.
Yeah, so tonight I believe it's just family dinner, and so we're just gonna be enjoying it, and we're kind of tired anyway because we got up so early.
Yeah, I didn't sleep well last night. I'm pretty sure I'm running on about 2 hours of sleep.
I'm doing okay because I've slept a little bit more.
Train 1 down. Now we're waiting for train number 2.
The train system is actually pretty good. It's once you figure it out, it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, that's a very efficient system here. And train number 3. Almost there. 7 stops. And then we're at our hotel. Yay, we've made it to our hotel. Short walk from the last train station. Not too bad. So we're staying at the Cityview for the next 5 nights. So clearly there's a big tour group that's waiting to claim all their bags. This is the main lobby.
Oh, they totally are.
Are these plants all real?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh wow, that's a lot of green in here then. That's kind of cool. There's a restaurant and the main check-in counter. This is room 1587 on the 15th floor. And as soon as you come in, we've got a bathroom off to the left. It looks nice and clean. Mirror there, one of these funky close-up mirrors there. Blow dryer, decent looking toilet, bathtub with shower. Looks clean. So on the other side of the door here, behind the door, we've got a little closet area, we've got a safe, a little luggage rack. We do have a kettle, some tea and coffee, and this plastic water jug. This hotel does not provide bottled water, and it's because there's, I guess, a ban on single-use plastics. So they have water refill stations down in the lobby on the main ground floor. So you have to take your bottles and go down and fill them up yourself. We have our reusable bottles that we're gonna refill and use for that. Just some space there, and this is just another space there where we're currently stashing the suitcases. And there's the room. It is a 2 twin bedroom. Unfortunately, that's all they had. We did get an upgrade, I think, to a higher floor and a slightly bigger room. So I mean, this is a pretty small room, but this is Hong Kong and that's normal. Got a decently sized TV there.
Pretty big for Hong Kong.
Yeah, it's about what I'd expect. We got a good desk there to work from though and do some YouTube video editing. And a little view of the bit of skyline that we can see from here. Nothing much.
Not gonna be the best mattress. It's pretty hard.
And that also is about what I expect.
We chose this hotel mainly, we've stayed here before because when we were here last time in Hong Kong, we were here, but also because it's very convenient. It's kind of like downtown, super close to a SkyTrain, or no, sorry.
MTR.
MTR. So we can get wherever we want.
Yeah, so this is the Cityview Hotel. It's on Waterloo Road. It's on the Kowloon side. It's not on Hong Kong Island, but it is a very convenient neighborhood. We can walk to Mong Kok. We can walk to Victoria Harbour from here. There's lots of restaurants. The MTR station is literally like 160 feet away from us when we walk out the front door. So super convenient for our 5-night stay here. That's where we're gonna leave you guys today because we are tired. We're gonna take a nap, have a shower, and I think all we're doing tonight is meeting with some of my family for dinner. So yeah, thanks for following along on our travel day. We hope you found some of this at least a little bit interesting. If you did, please hit the thumbs up to give us a like, and please feel free to subscribe.
And we hope that you'll follow us in the next video for more adventures. Until then, stay curious and keep exploring.